back to Browns Live. We are joined with a super, super special guest, Amari Cooper, who allegedly doesn't talk that much.
Very selective with the subjects I talk about.
Oh, it's selective subjects. Okay,
Yeah,
I've got a subject for
it's
you.
a difference of not talking that much and being selective about the subjects.
All right, so I hope I have one that you actually want to talk about.
Let's go.
It's not about being the new #1 wide receiver. It's not about being in a new city. We'll leave that to Nathan.
Okay.
My friend Josh Dobbs, who happens to be a rocket scientist,
Right.
and who I thought was a good chess player, said to me today, Amari Cooper is a really, really, really good chess player. Is this a true story?
Nah, I'm just better than Josh.
All right, well, tell us about the chess, though. Why do you like this game?
It's fun. I think I like chess for the same reason most people like any other game. It's fun to me. Once you learn, how the pieces move and some strategy and tactics, there's so many variations of moves you can make from there that's why I find the fun.
Which is exactly the type of wide receiver Amari Cooper is, correct?
Yep.
That's right, applying those tactics to the field. What was it like? Let's talk about just being here today, the first day with the fans. You guys got to get in some team periods for the first time as well. But what's this experience like for you? You come into a new team, being in front of these fans and kind of just feeling the love of everybody in Cleveland who you already know. I know this. They are so passionate about this team in football.
Oh, it's great. It's always good to come out on the first day where everything is really live. To be out here in front of the fans again, it's, an amazing experience, especially with the experience we had a couple years ago and even last year with the COVID and everything like that. But it's the first day. Building the Browns. That's the name of this show, is it?
This is
No.
Browns Live. Building the
Browns
Browns
Live.
is already
That's
there, but we
another
are.
good tag. Thank
That's
you
another
for
show.
that.
It's great. Yeah, promote Building the Browns. Emmy Award winning. Sure, you can get that on Sundays.
No, my bad.
YouTube.com/Browns.
But no,
Good.
we're just trying to build the team right now, and it's good to come out here to see what we need to work on, the things we need to iron out. Sure, we'll come out tomorrow and look even better.
What can you tell before the pads are on? You talk about what we need to work on, what we need to iron out, what we need. What can you actually see?
You can see a lot. From the discipline side of things, a lot of teams, jump off sides a lot, things of that nature. So, that's why we just have to come out here and prepare, even without the pads on. There's a reason that we just don't go into the pads, and you can definitely get something out of it. So.
Let's talk about that piece, because Nathan has really mentioned how much you've taken all these receivers under your wing. When you talk about discipline, part of that is how to be a pro. Why is that so important to you, to be so available to them?
Yeah, well, it's important to me because when I was a young guy, I had guys who were available to me, and I realized how important that was. This game, it's gonna make or break you. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna go through some things on the field, off the field that you can't really carry with you on the field. There's so many different variations of things that you go through. So I know they need me, and just with experience comes knowledge. That alone. So I see those guys, they go out there, and I see them going through certain things, and I know I might have the remedy for that thing because I might have went through it, and if I didn't go through it, I saw a player go through it. So yeah, I know how important it is for me to be there for them.
Who's the best listener?
They all listen.
Good answer right there. That's
They
right.
all listen. They all listen.
Was there somebody that when you were in high school you emulated so much that it had you choose your number? Was there somebody like that for you that when you were growing up that you wanted to be?
Well, not well. So I had number 2 growing up, like in
Yep.
Pop Warner and stuff. It wasn't so much that there was just one player who had number 2, but it seemed like every team, the best player was number 2.
Okay.
So when I had the opportunity to get it, when I really had that confidence in myself and I felt like I was the man, I just went and got number 2. So that's one.
Okay. Is it wild to you that obviously then you were 9 in college that there's a guy on the team who wore 9 because of you and that you went from being – because I talk to Joel Batonio all the time and, like, it goes by in a blink. He goes, I can't believe I'm the older guy in our room where I'm the longest tenured Brown and now you're a veteran, 5 times 1,000 yards, 4-time Pro Bowler, that you're playing with your number 2 receiver is the guy who picked number 9 because of you. Is that kind of crazy that how quick it goes by and just that the impact that you've had?
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday about that actually, and that's the first time I found out that he got number 9 because of me. He just I don't know, it was just out of nowhere. We were eating lunch together, and he was like, "Man, I used to watch your highlight all the time." I'm like, "Which one?" He was like, "The one at Bama." And it was actually one that I had never seen before because I really don't even try to watch my highlights because when I'm done playing, obviously I want it to be like a nostalgic type of moment.
Sure.
But the highlight that he watched is one that I never really watched. He was like, "The one with the song." I'm like, "Which one?" And then he started telling me, why he wore number 9 and, how I was able to motivate him. But it's interesting, though, because I asked him, I was like, because 7 years went by at warp speed for me. But for him, I was like, how, it goes by fast, right? He was like, nah, my first 2 years didn't really go by that fast. So I guess it depends on the player.
That's
but
right.
I think that's real cool, though.
All right, well, before we get to you, because we will get to you and your place in this offense, break down the room for us. We tried to do that a little earlier. What's the potential? What do you like in Donovan Peoples-Jones? What do you like in Schwartz? What do you hope to see out of David Bell?
Yeah, I mean, obviously everybody has ability, but we all bring something, different to the table. And I think when you put it all together, it makes a complete group. I think with me, I try to hone in. I'm sorry. On being good at everything. If they need me to stretch the field, I think I'm fast enough to do that. If they need me to be a big body guy, I'm big enough to do that. And
Yes,
need
you
me
are.
To,
Nathan refused to tackle you earlier.
Yeah.
I said if Amari runs away, you got to go tackle him.
Nope.
He said, no, thank you.
That's all right.
I wouldn't run away. But no, third down, target, whatever they need me to do. I feel like I have the ability to do it. Obviously everybody knows Schwartz is the speed guy.
You ever race him?
Nah.
Do you want to?
I think I could beat Schwartz. Nah, I'm playing.
All right,
That was
you
the
heard it
Gatorade
here
track
on
athlete of the
Browns
year.
Live.
No. But I wouldn't be opposed to racing Schwartz. To be honest, I've beaten a lot of people who people thought were faster than me.
Like?
So.
Name names.
Okay, I beat Tony Brown when I was at Bama. He was a track guy. I beat Tywan Jones. He's in the league specifically for speed. Really, I raced I beat Chittabel Woozier. He had the fastest
Really?
time in 2020. He had the fastest mile. You know how they have the tracker on? He had the fastest time, like a 22 something. Thought he was fast. I beat him, and I got video proof of that. So,
Sure.
hey, I mean.
So don't test Amari Cooper. I think that's the
basically
message
the
here.
point, yeah.
All right, we're going to get you out of here on this one. Obviously, you've talked about your chemistry with Deshaun Watson. You called him the magician. Has that stuck? I think he's embracing that. I saw on
so?
social media somebody wrote magician with the number 4 as the first A, and he liked that tweet. So I think you're just
I'm
remind him
onto
you're part of the
something.
royalties right there.
Yeah,
when the
I need
magician
that.
gear
I need
starts
all
getting
that.
made.
Better
Yeah.
patent that fast.
Exactly. Amari, thanks so much for the time. We're so happy to have you here, and thanks for being with us on Browns Live.
Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all time.